हाय गाइस, वेलकम टू अवर यूट्यूब चैनल एमबीए पाठशाला। तो एमबीए पाठशाला ने आप लोगों की स्पीड बूस्ट करने के लिए, आपकी टेस्ट टेकिंग एबिलिटी को इंप्रूव करने के लिए एक फ्री डेली क्विज का इनिशिएटिव लिया है, जिसको आप लोग हमारे पोर्टल पर www.mbapathshala.com पर जाकर हमारा जो फ्री कोर्सेज का सेक्शन है, कैट 2026 फ्री प्रिपरेशन एक कोर्स है, उसमें एनरोल करके आप डेली बेसिस पर एक फ्री क्विज लगा सकते हो। ये क्विजेज आप लोगों के एग्जाम यानी कि कैट 2026 तक हम लोग प्रोवाइड कराने वाले हैं। हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर इसका एनालिसिस मिलेगा, क्विज रहेगी हमारे पोर्टल पर।
Hello students and welcome all of you to MBA Pathshala's Daily Dose Quiz Discussion. So students, are you ready to attempt a few quality questions on parajumbles? Parajumbles attempt करने के लिए आप बिल्कुल ready हैं? तो चलिए start करते हैं discussion को. I think most of you have already attempted the quiz on our portal. और नहीं भी किया तो कोई issue नहीं है, मेरे साथ ये quality questions attempt कीजिए. Make sure you watch the video till the end and attempt all the questions. वो जरूरी है. Team, now we have 4 sentences, exactly the kind of question that you see in CAT, the parajumble sentence rearrangement, whatever you call that. Take a brief pause, connect these sentences. जरा देखिए किस तरह से sentences connect हो रहे हैं and what are the clues. Observe कीजिए team. First sentence में लिखा है it does not necessarily mean. So हर बार आप pronoun से question पूछेंगे, हर pronoun से आप clue लेंगे. It does not necessarily mean से क्या पूछना है? What does not necessarily mean? Sure? यहाँ से एक of course mandatory pair आपको मिल सकता है. Now try to figure out the opening statement. Opening statement कौन सा है? Second में clearly opening statement नजर आ रहा है. As global corporate supply chains have consolidated and enterprises have crowded into hyperdense logistic hubs. तो hyperdense logistic hubs create हो गए हैं. Supply chains have consolidated. That means ज़्यादातर transactions, ज़्यादातर supply chain work is happening from these logistic hubs, from these hyperdense logistic hubs. That means क्या हो गया team? एक तरह से आप कह सकते हो centralization हो गया है. These logistic hubs are doing most of this supply chain work, like coastal transshipment ports and mega warehouses. So coastal transshipment ports and mega warehouses are basically the examples of what? These hyperdense logistic hubs. तो global supply chains consolidate हो गई हैं. किस में consolidate हो गई हैं? Hyperdense logistic hubs have been created, and along with that team, along with that क्या हुआ है? The toll of major commercial disruptions has grown as well. The toll has gone up. क्लियरली ओपनिंग स्टेटमेंट है टीम, जहां पे हम एक प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. इन दिस ओपनिंग स्टेटमेंट व्हाट इज द इशू बीइंग डिस्कस्ड? दैट द कमर्शियल डिसरप्शंस हैव गॉन अप. कमर्शियल डिसरप्शंस बहुत बढ़ गए हैं जब से ऐसा हुआ है. एवर सिंस दिस कंसोलिडेशन, एवर सिंस द ट्रेंड ऑफ कंसोलिडेशन हैज टेकन प्लेस, हैज टेकन रूट. अब उसी चीज को दिखाते हुए टीम आपको नजर आएगा according to Global Logistics Resilience Index. Now team, if you think carefully, you will realize that 2 and 3 are a pair. 2 and 3 are a pair. Commercial disruptions increase हो गए हैं. They have grown as well. Observe कीजिए, 3 में यही बात चल रही है that these bottlenecks, these disruptions, these supply chain bottlenecks have more than doubled since the 1990s. 1990s से ये disruptions have more than doubled. Yes or no? 1990s से ये disruptions जो हैं double से भी ज्यादा हो गए हैं. Now taking it further, team, look at the chronological order, look at the chronological sequence. Sentence number 3 किसकी बात कर रहा है? 1990s की बात कर रहा है. तो 1990s के बाद अब डिस्कशन कहाँ पहुंचेगा? 1995 to 2015 पे पहुंचेगा. Now you can clearly see that it is the chronological order, it is the time sequence. International Chamber of Shipping estimates that commercial losses because of these disruptions, they have become 5-fold. नजर आ रहा है टीम? आप उसी प्रॉब्लम की सिवियरिटी को, ओपनिंग स्टेटमेंट presented a problem. Yes or no? By now you have clearly seen this. तो अब उसी प्रॉब्लम की सिवियरिटी को और बढ़ता हुआ और ज्यादा सीरियस तरीके से प्रेजेंट कर रहा है. कौन सा सेंटेंस? सेंटेंस नंबर 4. And 3 and 4 are clearly a pair because there is a time sequence. 1990s से discussion थोड़ा आगे बढ़ेगा. So where will we reach, team? We will reach 1995 to 2015. Now what has happened? Commercial losses have risen fivefold. Losses have become 5 times. The disruption has doubled since 1990s, but the losses are much more. Losses तो 5 times हो गए ना टीम. Losses 5 times हो गए हैं. Losses बहुत ज्यादा हैं as compared to disruptions. As compared to disruptions, losses बहुत ज्यादा हैं. It does not necessarily mean. What does not necessarily mean? This increase in losses, this 5-fold increase in commercial losses, it does not necessarily mean that physical shipping routes have become more unstable. Don't read it that way. One क्या कह रहा है? It does not necessarily mean ये जो 5-fold loss increase हो गया है, proportionate नहीं है. बहुत ध्यान से देखिए. The bottlenecks have increased 2 times, but the losses have become 5 times. The losses have become more than 5 times. It does not necessarily mean that physical shipping routes have become more unstable. It's just that अब उसी चीज को वन जो है explain कर रहा है that the massive increase in commercial losses does not necessarily mean that the shipping routes have become unstable. आपको इसे कैसे देखना होगा? Rather, इस तरह देखिए, rather that there are vastly more enterprise goods concentrated in transit, and modern companies have infinitely more capital exposed to disruption. अब capital ज़्यादा exposed है. The capital linked with that disruption is far more as compared to the capital, the money, that was linked to these disruptions in the past. अब disruption की वजह से loss ज़्यादा हो रहा है because there is more capital aligned, linked with that disruption. So clearly team, 4 and 1 are also a pair. 4 and 1 are also a pair because आपको दिख रहा है कि 1 explain कर रहा है उसी चीज को जो 4 में लिखा हुआ है. So finally, what is the answer? 2, 3 are a pair, 3, 4 are a pair, 4, 1 are a pair. So the final answer is 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Let's move to the next question, team. आपने सारे questions देखने हैं end तक. And if you like the video, press the like button. Do that. Okay. The next question. देखते हैं जरा. पढ़िए एक बार. Take a brief pause. If you have not attempted these questions, take a brief pause. Try to do it yourself. Try to locate the opening statement. Try to locate what's being discussed. Okay. Now let me reveal the discussion. किस बारे में है team? We are discussing an armchair theorist. We are discussing, a scholar. These armchair critics, these armchair theorists, जो काम नहीं करते हैं, सिर्फ ज्ञान देते हैं. They theorize a lot. They give you a lot of ज्ञान. They give you a lot of suggestions. They give you a lot of advice, but they don't do it themselves. So it's not the armchair critic who counts. Team, armchair critic की importance नहीं है. ये opening statement है, दिखा रहा है armchair critic जो है सिर्फ ज्ञान देते हैं. It's not the scholar who counts. It's not the theorist who counts because all they do is point out where the innovator stumbled. वो innovator जो है उससे कुछ गलतियां तो होंगी because he is trying to do something new. So all that these armchair critics and these scholars do is point out the mistakes, that the innovator should not have done this or the innovator should not have done that, or how the builder of systems could have constructed them more safely, could have constructed the systems more safely. It's not the armchair theorist or the scholar who counts, then who counts, then who counts. The glory belongs to the artisan. The glory, who counts? The one who counts is the artisan, is the one who puts everything into practice, is the one who innovates, is the one who, gives form to, is the one who gives form and shape to ideas. Yes or no? तो वो artisan है, for him the glory belongs. तो clearly team आपको नजर आएगा that 3 and 4 are a pair. Why are they a pair? Listen to me very carefully. They are clearly a pair because 3 and 4 complete the contrast. How do they complete the contrast? 3 ने बताया किसकी इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं है. 3 ने बताया किसकी इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं है. आर्मचेयर थ्योरिस्ट की और स्कॉलर की इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं है because all that they do is point out the mistakes of the innovators and the builders, the innovators and the builders. Now 4 tells you, 4 completes the contrast. 3 says armchair critic, armchair theorist does not count. 4 tells you who counts. 4 tells you it's the artisan who counts, is the one who carries importance. The glory, that's why we are using the word glory. The glory belongs to the artisan who is actually at the workbench. That means he is there slugging it out. He is there, of course, putting in the hard work. Yes or no? He is doing that, thing called hustle. So he is hustling it out. So artisan jo hai, he is actually at the workbench, whose hands have become rough. Whose hands have become rough because he is dealing with timber, metal and flame. वो चीज विजुअलाइज करके दिखाई गई है कि ग्लोरी, इंपॉर्टेंस, सिग्निफिकेंस उस आर्टिस्ट की है, उस आर्टिजन की है. श्योर. सो नाउ टीम, इफ यू थिंक केयरफुली, अगला सेंटेंस जो है वो सेकंड होगा. व्हाई? बिकॉज 4 started discussing what the artist does. He puts in effort. His hands are calloused. Yes or no? He is, of course, there at the workbench, putting in the long hours, of course, putting in all the hard work. Who experiments boldly? So 4 and 2, team, clearly a pair. Why are they clearly a pair? एक बार पढ़िए 2 को जरा. Who experiments boldly? So whom are we discussing? Who experiments boldly? The artisan experiments boldly. Who fails? तो वो artisan जो है, being there at the workbench, he tries everything. He tries everything. He makes these bold attempts. He experiments. He fails. At times he falls short. He falls short time and time again because there is no creation without flaw. So he is the creator. So आपको नजर आ रहा है कि सेकंड जो है वो इसी 4 में कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है. वो इसी 4 में कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है, emphasize कर रहा है. It elaborates the kind of hard work, the kind of effort that the artisan puts in. So second उसी की ग्लोरी में कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है, उसी की सिग्निफिकेंस में कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है, दिखा रहा है that the kind of effort, the kind of, emotion, the heart that the artisan puts in. He experiments boldly. He is ready to fail. He falls short time and time again. His creations have flaws, but who does actually labor to bring the work into being? Why is he important? Why does glory belong to him? Because he puts in that labor. He actually works that hard to bring the work into being, to give existence to that idea, because he is the creator. He is the creator. He creates. तो टीम नजर आ रहा है अब. So that he does so much. He does so much so that वो इतना एफर्ट करता है, puts in so much labor to bring the work into being, so that he puts in so much labor. So team 2 and 1 are clearly a pair. Why does he work that much? Why does he work that hard? Why does he put in so much labor? So that ताकि उसको जब काउंट किया जाए तो उन लोगों में काउंट किया जाए जिन्होंने रिस्क लिया, those who made an effort. So clearly 2 and 1 are a pair. 2 and 1 are a pair. He puts in all this labor so that वो जो second में लिखा हुआ है, so that his standing shall never be alongside those cautious and detached cynics. Cynics, who is a cynic? Cynic is the one who believes that everyone has a selfish motive. तो cynic की जो thinking होती है ना, वो pessimistic होती है. Remember that. Cynic is the one who believes that everyone is selfish. Cynic को लगता है सारी दुनिया selfish है. Sure. Who know neither the elation is happiness, elation of creation, nor the bitterness of ruin. When things get ruined, of course, your experience is bitter. तो वो इसलिए इतना एफर्ट करता है, ताकि वो इसलिए इतना लेबर डालता है, तो 2 और 1 पेयर है, ताकि जब of course काउंट किया जाए तो उसकी गिनती किन लोगों में हो, so that he is never seen as the one who is a cynic. He puts in so much effort so that he can experience the elation of creation, so that he gets counted, so that he stands among the creators. So team, what's the answer? 3 का pair 4 के साथ, 4 का pair 2 के साथ और 2 का pair 1 के साथ. The answer is 3, 4, 2, 1. I hope you're understanding all the questions. Next पे चलते हैं. Okay, once again team, take a brief pause. This may seem like a little tough. This may seem like a little out of the way, because थोड़े से words जो हैं वो unfamiliar हैं. There is some jargon, but the links are of course there. अब मैं जरा आपको clues दिखा रहा हूँ. Consequently, as a result, as a consequence of what? आपने ये सब clues को टैप करना है, इन सब clues पे ध्यान देना है. From these factors, which factors team? From these factors, which factors? It necessarily follows. So ये clue हो सकता है, because यहाँ पे आप क्या कर रहे हैं? You are looking at, team, over here you are looking at what follows at the end. इस तरह से ये clue की तरह काम कर सकता है. We have empirical backing for this. Empirical backing for what? We have empirical. Empirical is data driven, observational. जिसका data आपके पास है, what you have observed. So data driven, observation driven, sure, which is practical. उसको हम क्या कहते हैं team? उसको हम empirical कहते हैं. We have empirical backing for this. Empirical backing for what? पढ़ लिया आपने? Clues मिले कुछ कनेक्ट करें हम जरा. Team, it clearly starts from 1. 1 is the opening statement. देखिए जरा. The frameworks which enjoy largest user bases, that means वो platforms, वो frameworks जिनके user bases सबसे ज्यादा है. That means वहाँ, for example, something like a Flipkart, उसका user base बहुत बड़ा है. Yes or no? Something like a Netflix, उसका user base बहुत बड़ा है. वो वाले frameworks, वो वाले platforms who enjoy the largest user bases will have greatest capacity for generating code contributions. Simply speaking, simplified team, थोड़ा सा मुश्किल लग रहा है, jargon है. वो frameworks जिनके user bases सबसे ज्यादा है, जिनके पास सबसे ज्यादा users हैं, उनके पास सबसे ज्यादा capacity भी होगी. उन्हीं के पास सबसे ज्यादा capacity होगी. किस चीज की capacity? Code contribution generate करने की capacity भी उन्हीं frameworks के पास सबसे ज्यादा होगी, जिनके पास user bases सबसे ज्यादा है. Does that make sense? तो उनके पास ये capacity होगी that they will be able to generate code contributions and custom plugins. They will be able to come up with custom plugins. They will be able to generate code contributions. They will have the greatest capacity. अब जरा कनेक्ट कीजिए टीम. We have empirical backing for this. Empirical backing for what? 1 और 4 का pair है. We have empirical backing for this, that the biggest platforms, the biggest frameworks those who have the largest user bases have the greatest capacity. इस बात का हमारे पास empirical proof है, empirical backing है कि उन्हीं के पास सबसे ज्यादा capacity होती है. They have the greatest ability, they have the greatest capacity, और इस चीज का empirical evidence हमारे पास है. We have empirical evidence, empirical backing for this. In the reality, that is the mainstream architectures. अब पढ़िए ध्यान से, मेन स्ट्रीम आर्किटेक्चर्स की बात चल रही है टीम. मेन स्ट्रीम आर्किटेक्चर्स जो हैं which yield the highest frequency of forks, which yield the highest frequency of forks. तो मेन स्ट्रीम आर्किटेक्चर्स जो हैं which are used widely. If something is mainstream, team, listen to me carefully. If something is mainstream, it is used widely, it is pervasive. हर कोई उसको यूज करता है. For example, something like Windows. Windows is the mainstream architecture. Windows operating system is the mainstream architecture which powers the digital world, which powers almost each and every system. Of course, Linux is there. I understand that. Some of you are Linux fanatics, so don't get me wrong. But मैं ये कह रहा हूँ यार, mainstream architecture तो Windows ही है ना. Widely used, pervasive, present almost everywhere. तो हमारे पास इस चीज की बैकिंग है, हमारे पास इस चीज का डेटा एम्पिरिकल बैकिंग है कि उन्हीं के पास ग्रेटेस्ट कैपेसिटी होती है, वो जो मेन स्ट्रीम आर्किटेक्चर्स होते हैं. दे हैव द हाईएस्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी, दे हैव द हाईएस्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ फॉक्स extensions or subversions. That means they come up with code contributions all the time. उसी बात को और डिटेल में समझाया जा रहा है. अब देखिए, अब कनेक्ट कीजिए टीम. इनके पास मेन स्ट्रीम आर्किटेक्चर्स के पास हाईएस्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी होती है. कॉन्सिक्वेंटली जो निश लाइब्रेरी है वो उसका अपडेशन कम होता है. It is less rapidly iterated. Yes or no? Mainstream architecture has got more code contributions. इसलिए तो Windows में हर थोड़े टाइम में एक एंटीवायरस अपडेट आता है, Windows Defender का अपडेट आता है. यही बात चल रही है. Mainstream architectures have highest frequency of highest iterations. उनकी फ्रीक्वेंसी सबसे ज्यादा होती है. Consequently, those that are not mainstream, those that are niche, team compare कीजिए. 4 and 2 are clearly a pair. Why are 4 and 2 a pair? Because they show contrast and comparison between mainstream and niche. Something niche is not mainstream. Mainstream is widely used. Niche is used only by a few. Niche is not mainstream. Niche is more, what should I say? It is somewhat narrow. Not everyone uses it. So it is not mainstream. It appeals only to a certain targeted group, only to a certain targeted audience. तो जो niche library है उसका iteration कम होता है, उसका iteration consequently कम होता है, क्योंकि mainstream architecture में सारा का सारा अपडेशन होता है. As a result, niche library is less rapidly iterated. From these factors, ये clearly conclusion है. After discussing all these factors, team, after discussing all these factors, it follows. What is the result that we arrive at? What is the result that we arrive at? Clearly the concluding statement. पढ़िए आपको बढ़िया सा conclusion नजर आ रहा है. It ties all the loose ends from these factors that we have discussed, just now. ये सारे फैक्टर्स जो हमने किस में डिस्कस किए, 1, 4 और 2 में एक साथ डिस्कस किए. सो 1 के बाद 4 के बाद ऑफ कोर्स आएगा 2, बिकॉज एज आई सेड मेन स्ट्रीम आर्किटेक्चर एंड नीश लाइब्रेरीज आर बीइंग कंपेयर्ड. वो कॉन्ट्रास्ट दिखाने के लिए आपको दोनों को एक साथ प्लेस करना होगा. एंड ऑफ कोर्स 3, from these factors it necessarily follows the conclusion that you arrive at, the result that you arrive at. What follows? That as advanced platforms over time are established, older repositories become obsolete and eventually deprecated. उनकी वैल्यू कम हो जाती है, they become obsolete. Why do they become obsolete? Because they get iterated less rapidly. Mainstream ones get iterated all the time. they yield highest frequency of forks. Niche libraries don't get updated that much. So finally, from all these factors, we arrive at the conclusion. So team 3 is clearly the conclusion. We arrive at the conclusion कि ऐसे वाले जिनमें iterations कम होता है वो eventually क्या हो जाते हैं, older repositories, they become obsolete and finally they lose their value. So team, what's the answer? 1, 4, 2, 3. Let's look at the next question. Okay. अब जरा देखिए, it's a smart question. It's a pretty smart question. Take a brief pause. यहाँ पे sentences को connect करने की कोशिश कीजिए. This sentence seems to be somewhat disconnected. Observe करो team. थोड़ा सा ध्यान दो. Clue मिलेगा. You will get a clue. Okay. Now let's see. Clearly, it starts from 4. From the moment the young founder arrived in Silicon Valley. So, यहाँ पे intro है. Opening statement है. किस तरह? Once upon a time, sort of opening statement is there. That once upon a time, a young founder arrived in Silicon Valley. ऐसा ही लग रहा है ना? तो वो चीज introduce की जा रही है. वो incident. Because the entire paragraph is about what happened after this young founder entered Silicon Valley. What happened after that? तो जो sequence of events होगा, इस sentence के बाद ही वो sequence of events आप narrate कर सकते हैं. वो sequence of events can be mentioned only after you have presented the sentence जहां पे वो इंसान सिलिकॉन वैली में एंटर होता हुआ नजर आ रहा है. So this is where the man enters the Silicon Valley and what happened next. अब जरा पढ़ते हैं टीम. So 4 is the opening statement. इतना तो समझ में आ गया. When he adopted, who adopted team? When he adopted, of course, the young founder. तो प्रोनाउन से क्लूज लेने हैं आपको. प्रोनाउन से हर बार क्लूज लीजिए. वैसे ही तो यहाँ पे भी है, बट ये ही क्या डिस्कस कर रहा है जरा देखते हैं. From the moment the young founder arrived in Silicon Valley, did the people like it? Did the people in the Silicon Valley, the existing businessmen, the existing technocrats, did they like it? The established firms viewed him and his disruption and his capital and his ambition with disdain. देखिए, they were filled with disdain. They did not like him. Disdain का मतलब क्या होता है टीम? Disdain is when you look down upon someone. The scorn that you have, the disdain that you have, the contempt that you have for someone, the disrespect that you have for someone. So there was palpable disdain for this young founder. They did not like him even one bit. बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं आ रहा था उनको ये young founder, उसका ambition, उसका ये disruption. When this young founder adopted. So now the sequence starts. This is where entry हुई. 4 में entry हुई उस young founder की. फिर उसने क्या किया? फिर उसने that young founder adopted a radical remote work policy, work from home, remote work policy start कर दी. He adopted a radical remote work policy. When he adopted a radical remote work policy, a senior rival executive leaked a memo mocking his startup culture. So because they were filled with disdain, तो फिर क्या हुआ? एक senior rival executive ने एक leaked a memo mocking his startup culture. Journalists dubbed his office space with labels like a glorified dorm room. That it was nothing but a dormitory. It was nothing but a glorified dorm room. तो वो जो office space है, office जैसा लगता ही नहीं है. It seems like a dormitory. It seems completely chaotic. Journalists भी क्या कर रहे हैं? Journalists are also mocking this individual and his startup and his business. Yes or no? अब जरा कनेक्ट करो टीम. तो ऑब्जर्व करो कि 4 और 2 का पेयर है. 4 और 2 का पेयर है because that disdain and the mockery और ये सब कहना उल्टे सीधे to call out names. It's practically name calling. You are using objectionable words. You are calling his business a dormitory. You are calling his office space a dormitory. Yes or no? So you are mocking him. You are filled with disdain. तो वो disdain साफ नजर आ रहा है. आगे connect हो गया कहाँ पे? In sentence number 2. So that's what all these people in Silicon Valley did. They mocked him. They were filled with disdain. कोई उसका of course मेमो लीक कर रहा है. जर्नलिस्ट जो हैं उसके ऑफिस स्पेस को रिडिक्यूल कर रहे हैं. At announcements, that is first 2 product prototypes had been discontinued. Now what happened? First 2 product prototypes got discontinued. That means initially those products did not fly. There were failures. नजर आ रहा है टीम? The first 2 product prototypes had been discontinued. That means those products did not fly. Those products did not take off. Those products did not get accepted in the market. He met with failures. Yes or no? पहले तो उसकी खिंचाई की मॉकरी रिडिक्यूल किया उस इंसान को. अब क्या हुआ? फिर finally when they got to know, when announcements were made that the first 2 prototypes had been discontinued, that these prototypes were not getting accepted in the market, industry insiders smirked with predictable satisfaction. They smirked with satisfaction. What did they smirk? While smirking, while sneering at him, while smirking at him. So, a cunning, sly smile. They gave a sly, cunning smile. They smirked and said that, of course, this was to happen. ये तो होना ही था. उसके products discontinue हो गए. And all this had to happen. They smirked. The industry insiders smirked and said he was nothing more than a hype machine. That he did not have any real substance. ये दोनों चीजें कनेक्ट हो रही हैं टीम. 1 का पेयर किसके साथ है? 1 का पेयर 3 के साथ है. He was nothing more than a hype machine. That's what they smirked. The industry insiders. They made faces and said, हमें तो पहले ही पता था कि इस इंसान में कोई खास दम नहीं है. He was all hype, all publicity and no substance. He was nothing more than a hype machine. तो टीम clearly 1 और 3 का पेयर है, because while smirking, what did they say? They said all this, that of course we knew. हमें तो पहले ही पता था. देखा, the products did not fly. The product prototypes did not, of course, get accepted. Industry insiders smirked and said, हमें तो पहले ही पता था. ये products तो काम करने वाले ही नहीं थे. ये products तो fail होते ही होते. इन products से तो fail होना ही था, because he was nothing more than a hype machine. So team 1 and 3 are a pair. और clearly हमें नजर आया कि 2 के बाद आएगा 1, because ये जो announcements हैं, that is product prototypes did not work. ये subsequent sentence है. It will come after 2. It will come only after 2. So what's the answer, team? The final answer is 4, 2, 1, 3. And now we come to the final question in our discussion. जरा एक बार पढ़िए. Once again, this is a quality question. थोड़ा लंबा है, थोड़ा difficult है, because at this stage, team, we have to, of course, take our game to the next level. We have to increase the level of our game. We have to of course take it to the highest level possible. तो इसीलिए इन sentences, इन difficult sentences के साथ अब आपको deal करना सीखना होगा. Okay, so take a brief pause, read it through. It is undoubtedly difficult. Okay, अब जरा ऑब्जर्व कीजिए. This led to, what led to? That's how you find pairs. हर pronoun से question पूछे टीम. This led to, what led to? Okay, clearly नजर आ रहा है. 3 is the opening statement, is the intro. Opening statement है. किस तरह से opening statement है? Observe कीजिए. It was Louis Fry Richardson. It was Louis Fry Richardson's weather prediction by numerical process in 1922. So Louis Fry Richardson ने weather prediction by numerical process in 1922 contribution है. किनका contribution है? Louis Fry का. Louis Fry Richardson का contribution क्या है? Weather prediction by numerical process. He came up with predicting weather using numbers. Predicting weather, making weather predictions on the basis of numbers by numerical process. Okay. So this work demonstrated something. This work demonstrated something which demonstrated how equations, देखिए, अब weather prediction has become numerical. Now equations have come into the picture. Demonstrated how equations governing atmospheric motion could be rendered precise, could be rendered computational. बहुत simply हम ये कह रहे हैं, लुई फ्राई रिचर्डसन ने of course ये जो weather prediction by numerical process, ये पूरा एक मॉडल क्रिएट किया. Of course it may be a scholarly work, it may be a research work. Sure, it may be a scholarly work, it may be a research work. And this research work demonstrated कि किस तरह से equations जो हैं which govern atmospheric motion, they can be computed and they can be made precise. इतनी बात समझ में आ रही है? तो this led to now what had happened team? देखिए जरा, अब ये चीज computational हो गई थी और precise हो गई थी. Because of this weather prediction model, this model led to the idea of deterministic weather prediction, that you could determine weather. आप पता लगा सकते थे weather के बारे में. You could predict what is going to be weather like maybe 1 week from now, maybe 1 fortnight from now. This led to, so what led to? The weather prediction by numerical process which converted atmospheric motion into equations, which converted atmospheric motions into precise computational equations. All this work led to the idea of deterministic weather prediction. तो टीम 3 और 4 का तो पैर है. ऑब्जर्व कीजिए. अब जरा दिमाग लगाते हैं. Let's make it simple. They may or may not be ordained by nature. What may or may not be ordained by nature? What to ordain is to declare. Okay. What may or may not have been ordained by nature? Laws of physics. पकड़िए जरा. They may or may not have been ordained by nature, the laws. तो टीम, हमें 1 और 2 का भी पैर मिल गया. In 1, पढ़िए जरा. If at one time this was the complex sentence, this was the most complex sentence, और अगर आप ध्यान से देखेंगे तो of course ये 4 को और आगे बढ़ा रहा है. Because what does 4 say? This led to the idea of deterministic weather prediction. This weather prediction model by numerical process, ये जो लुई फ्राई रिचर्डसन ने दिया, इससे क्या हुआ? It created deterministic weather prediction. It basically laid the foundation of deterministic weather prediction, which seemed increasingly plausible as the mathematical description of atmosphere. mathematical description of atmosphere. देखिए टीम 4 में जो लिखा हुआ है ना mathematical description of atmosphere, पढ़िए. Look at this phrase, mathematical description of atmosphere. Where is that mathematical description? That mathematical description of atmosphere is in 1. 4 and 1 are clearly a pair. 4 and 1 are clearly a pair, because mathematical description of atmosphere became more exact. That exact description, mathematical description of atmosphere is given in 1. इसीलिए 4 और 1 पेयर है. मुझे लग रहा था ना 1 में पता नहीं क्या लिखा हुआ है, क्यों इतना लंबा सा सेंटेंस लिखा हुआ है. So very difficult. It presented the mathematical description of the atmosphere, nothing else. और टीम मैंने आपको बता ही दिया. They may or may not have been ordained. They refers to the laws. So team 1 and 2 are also a pair. 1 and 2 are also a pair. 3 और 4 का पेयर था. 4 और 1 का पेयर था. Finally 1 और 2 का पेयर था. So what's the answer? Team, what's the answer? The final answer is 3, 4, 1, 2. 3, 4, 1, 2. I hope you have understood each and every aspect, and if you have, believe me, that's a great victory. And with that, I urge you to attend these quizzes regularly on our portal. And if you like our teaching, do press the like button for sure and share the videos with your friends. Thank you so much.